and stop eating fucking fast food.
But what's the point of
Go grow your own
trying
tobacco.
to stay healthy
When they're
when
raining
everybody
fucking
dies
chemicals.
anyways?
Yeah, but I don't want to die fast. There's a little old lady in Mom's building. You think she's 99. She's fucking hot. I was like, that's a pretty little lady. That's what I say, this old lady's hot. But, like, seriously. And, like, she was a nice little lady. It's like, and my mom was like, she's going to be 100 in a couple weeks. And I'm like, what? They call her Wild Thing. Perfect little, like, that's what I'm saying. All my furniture customers, man, they would be like in their 90s, these little old ladies, just flashy with all these hats, and their husband, she was like, my husband's 98, he stays home on the computer game. I can't stay home. Like, I'm just like, oh my goodness. I seen her at Dancing with the Stars that we throw at Fairmont State. Beautiful lady. That's what I want to do. You know what it is? They don't smoke. They don't really wear makeup.
Yeah.
They drink water, and they stay active.
Active. See.
Yeah, but
I
they
tell
also
you what,
don't
if
have the
weed
heavy
was
metals
legal,
like
I could
us.
quit smoking cigarettes.
We have a lot of heavy metals. There's a lot of fucking accumulation of all these chemicals since the industrial age that they are ignoring.
So should we make sure we wash our faces and our
Oh my
exposed
goodness.
skin at the end of every single day,
Yeah.
regardless if we think we're dirty or not?
I want to learn those detox baths.
Something's
See,
supposed to be about put onions at the bottom of your feet.
I've
and
seen
it'll
that
pull
too,
shit
and pull it out.
Potatoes is another, like, vegetables.
I should try it. We should do that
They
for the
don't-
radio. Let's update that. But yeah.
You have a YouTube channel to share these?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, Matt wants me to make
Do
a
you
YouTube
have one?
channel.
You don't have one?
I do, but my boys use it.
Make another one.
I could.
Dedicated.
He begged me to make one the other night. He's like, Ricky, just do it.
I have one.
I was like,
I
but
don't
I
really
act
use it
different in
much.
front of the camera. Like, I'm real natural and flow. I can even get,
Mm-hmm. Because nobody's watching.
Yeah. It was very
Well, and take your
intimidating,
audio,
too.
Put the video to put the picture
Yeah,
slideshow to it.
Like Mr.
and-
Min does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could do that for me.
It's whatever.
Yeah. Do you have a
Okay.
YouTube?
I have everything under my followers. Christ.
Because it connects all together. That's like, even the Twitter. This
I
will
don't
hit
use
Twitter,
it
but I never
all.
look at it.
I don't use it.
I will
all.
not get on Twitter. That is the gayest. I'm sorry. No, it is not gay and happy.
Hey, gay means happy.
I know, it's not happy. It
I
is
call it Tweeter.
it
I
is-
tweeted on Twitter. Trump.
Shut
Trump
up.
is the only reason. I shit you not. Ask my daughter sitting right there. Donald Trump during his campaign is the only reason I created a Twitter
Rachel,
account.
too,
Wasn't
to
it
trolling.
Charlie? She's shaking her head. She's not gonna talk now because she knows we're on the air. But she's shaking her head. It's the only reason. President Cheeto. And now we got Governor Redneck of West Virginia. That was great. As much as it pissed me off when he first said it because of how
We
he was
can't help but
addressing
make
them.
jokes.
We are a redneck state. We really are. I mean, even history, the coal mines with the union
That's what I was
strike
saying
and the
about
redneck.
Trump looking at Manchin about the rifle. Like, he was
Yeah.
really like, is this guy, and he said it to a couple of the other hunting states, like, is this guy for real? Like, do you not understand?
Well, that's what my dad said. Okay, so you're not going to sell a gun to somebody that is under the age of 21. Bunch of, I think, Dick's or Sporting Goods, Walmart, I don't know,
Right.
places are saying that. Well, my dad, he owns a gun shop here in town, right? So he's like, do you not realize, okay, selling the gun to someone 21 and over, what if they have, like, West Virginia's a hunting state, okay? 18, you're allowed to possess a firearm. My son turns 18 years old. I buy him a rifle to
That's
go hunt
gonna
with and
happen
give it to him for
regardless.
his birthday.
That's
So
gonna
you're going to
regardless.
have to
So can you
change
hunt
the
with an
possession.
AR-15?
No.
What the fuck would you need one of those for? Not that I want to take them, but I mean, in real life, like, do we need that for if somebody comes and attacks us? Is that what we're thinking in the bunker?
Like our crowd of people that we would hang out with, or like my crowd of
I
friends
know,
that
yeah,
I hang
like
out
me-
with,
I know
the
someone who has
AR-15
those.
is go to the shooting range and release some
And
aggression.
just, okay, so it's just cool to have one.
I guess.
Because it's the closest to a military weapon we can get.
I guess.
Because you can't hunt, you can't shoot a fucking deer or
I-
squirrel with that, bitch.
They would no.
I shot one, no.
I haven't shot one.
Oh, my goodness.
Unfortunately, another thing that needs changed is my husband is a nonviolent offender, felon, and he cannot legally possess. He could take our daughter hunting. Okay, he can go hunting with her, but he's not allowed to ride in the same vehicle with the gun. He's not allowed to hold the gun. And he's not allowed to hold the ammunition. The only thing he can be there for is like if she would accidentally shoot herself, or when it comes time to cut the deer up. He's not allowed to touch it. Nothing. I mean, he
doesn't
can
have to touch her. He can instruct her. So he can sight it with her.
And he's been it's been 20 years since he caught that charge.
I think that there's a lot. I even feel the same way, and I'm probably going to get, if I really have listeners, about the sexual shit. Like, I think there should be limitations, like, and not for life on certain
rape. Stuff.
Like consensual, or like the consent, like let's say 19 and 18-year-olds with 16 and 17. I think that those people who are like dating, but the parent might find something an issue and prosecute, or somebody on the outside might think it is
16,
funny.
They can't do that. 16 is legal age in West Virginia. You can't, like, if your daughter's
It's 5
16,
years in age, right? If it's over 5 years in age, it goes like that.
Legal age of sexual consent is 16. Now, I've heard conflicting, and I'd have to look it up again because I honestly forget. It's either 4 or 7.
Okay.
You can consent for sex at 16, but if the person is more than, like I said, it's either 4 or 7 years.
That's what I was...
Then, but...
It's 4.
Is it 4? Did you just look it up?
No, but I know it's 4.
It's 4. Charlie says it's 4. So 16 and 25 is a no-go. 16 to 20 is borderline.
Right.
Okay, well, I was 17, 3 months from being 18, and Danny was 25. They couldn't do nothing because I was 3 months from being 18.
Yeah.
So there's...
Well, you know, when I turned 18, Chuck was 11 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
He was 29, going on 30. Ew. Okay.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah.
I look back now.
He felt
my
good,
kid's
but
17,
I probably
I
didn't.
would have dated a 25-year-old.
No, I'd be mad.
That's a grown-ass man.
My dad was like, yeah, sure. He tried to give me and my sister away all the time.
But my attitude at the time, you know, yeah, I lived with my dad, but I paid for the cable, I paid for the phone, I had my own car, I paid my insurance.
Yeah, it's basically emancipated.
Because I was a grown-up. I thought I was a grown-up.
Yeah, you were emancipated already. So,
Well,
yeah.
I'm not even emancipated. He treated me like a grown-up, so I acted like a grown-up. I thought
Well,
I was
that's what
mature
you're
enough to be
supposed
with
to
a
do.
25-year-old man.
That's what I guess people our age didn't do when we were having kids so young. Because maybe less of our parents didn't instill that. They just worked. And it's also because our families at that point, too, started to become two working parents. Like, not just because women became more independent and they want to pin it on us, like, oh, they decided to be fancy and leave the home and do what they want to do. It's because the economy and everything drove the women out of the workplace, especially when you war so often.
Shit too.
Right, and when they would be at war so often, they would send the women to replace the men in the man job, and
when the men come back,
they would kick them out. Yeah. So, and then you had a lot of PTSD, alcoholism, drug use in these soldiers that returned, and they did a lot of drafting shit back then. Vietnam wasn't the only draft.
Desert Storm. The soldiers that were Vietnam through Desert Storm.
We forget North Korea, the Cold War ones,
And I
because
think-
parents
I think
were older.
Desert Storm gets forgot about too. You hear all the Vietnam vets. We hear about the Korean War vets and stuff on the news and all that, and what they do, their monuments and dinners and stuff like that. But nobody mentions the Desert Storm anymore. And that's like the beginning of our generation.
That's our war, yeah. Our
yeah.
friends and people we went to school with were in that war.
in that, yeah.
In the first wave of Iraqi war.
Yeah.
Like Lewis.
You don't even hear about that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and that was before 9/11.
I know. That was Clinton ended it, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And they're so...
And even 9/11, half of the ones that went over initially for 9/11 went through Desert Storm.
Yeah, that's the
They were
first
still
wave.
there.
Mhm. That's insane. They ain't really been back since.
And the government conspiracy there. I met a guy when I was pregnant for Danielle living in Ohio. Right hand to God, he swore. Hand on a Bible, he swore to me that he had old Saddam Hussein in his sights during Desert Storm, and his commanding officer said, "Do not fire."
Well, they hung him.
But look how long they let him live. this soldier could have right there solved it if he was
They
truly
said
the
that he
problem,
had a
could
lot
have
of
solved
body
the
doubles,
problem
right?
there on the spot.
A lot of
Yeah, but
body
this
doubles and
This was the secret mission they don't tell you about till 10 years after it happens type
we
thing.
could probably find it if it's been declassified now
Maybe.
or unsealed.
If I can remember the guy's name or anything else about it. Danny might know. It was his buddy up in Ohio.
That's crazy. I don't doubt it, though. I don't doubt it at all, because people, I mean, there's so much stuff we don't even know, or they wouldn't be making movies like
I don't
that.
think Bin Laden's dead.
Man, they probably aren't all dead at all.
Elvis ain't dead either. He's frozen along with Walt Disney.
There's no bodies. It's hard to
Well, did they
claim
throw
a
Bin Laden in
murder.
the ocean or some shit? They dropped him out of a
Something
helicopter or
happened.
something?
Yeah, I can't remember, but it's something weird like that.
It's kind of like a whatchamacallit on the Transformers. The bad Transformer, they dropped him in the ocean.
Yeah, so there, you just don't
The
know.
Decepticon.
Yeah, I don't really watch those too much. Or I haven't too often.
What time is it?
We've been on the air 56 to 11:27. So,
Well, I think the Senate Finance Committee is meeting at noon or 1 something. I know it's today.
well, we can go ahead and wrap this up. I did want to talk about these
There's
labels
email
real
where
quick.
you are live.
Yeah. What do we say? We came up with some terms to go with your Democrats and your libtards, because you said, what party am I going to run for? And then the Republicans. That's my favorite. So,
Republican.
yeah. So,
I wonder what position.
There's a
I know
mountain
you're
party.
independent party. I want to know what.
there's a mountain party, there's a green party, there's
Your party is independent.
independent. Yeah. But they keep
what
telling me
position?
independents don't win. Independents don't win. Well, I can't run with no money, unfortunately. I could try. I would have to wait and watch these who's up. As far as on a city level,
So if
Tom
you want to
Manella-
donate to Lil Red Here's campaign,
yes, sir.
hit her up on Facebook and we'll work out PayPal or whatever to get it going.
Yeah, go fund me to campaign
No, it's
for
free
West
GoFundMe,
Virginia.
they take money.
I would have fluoride out our shit. No, okay. No, I'm not. Tom Manella's in my district, so I have to wait till he's done doing
And that would
Tom
be running
Manella
for
stuff.
House or Senate or
City council.
City Council. Tom
And he
Manella,
happens
City
to be the
Council.
mayor, and city council gets to pick the mayor.
Oh, and that's what you want as mayor.
No, I just want city council
City
seat,
council.
but I have to be in my district unless I want to
And Tom
move.
Manila, so he is double duty.
He must be my
is
neighbor.
City Council and
Mayor,
mayor.
because they get to pick their own mayor out
and
of
they
them.
pick it out of them. Well,
Yes.
how's that not fucked up?
It's been like that for 80 years, they told me. And I said, well, in the last 80, I got me.
We ain't been here for 80 years.
They have.
They have a so let.
How long we gotta
How did
wait?
we
A
not
century?
Get to vote on a mayor.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. So that's how it goes.
I really didn't know that.
Well,
That they chose it from them.
they can change it if they want. Like, they can vote a mayor. Once upon a time they did. Once upon a time it was the mayor, never a city manager. Then they decided to have a city manager. Then they never hire somebody from
So
here.
what's the point with a city manager and a mayor?
The city manager does a lot. Does a lot of the delegating, the finances, the the liaison in between everybody, oversees, make sure no one crosses
So
lines.
what's the mayor do?
The mayor
Is it pretty
probably signs off on shit.
like the
In my
governor
brain.
just signs
Yeah,
what he's
I don't know what the mayor actually does. I guess they all have little things they do. And then each one also
Well, who's the city
has
council
little
person for
boards
here, for
and
me?
meetings. For you?
Yeah. who
I
do
sent you the
got?
map. I gotta freaking look. I don't know off the top of my
It's
head.
been a while ago.
I want to say that Candace lady is over here somewhere that's going to be running.
Candace
Newsom?
is gonna be running.
Yeah, she hasn't
Oh,
made it
we
up
can't
yet.
Let that happen.
But she's the representative for the Republican Party in Marion County. Dee Dee's trying to get me
Yeah, divided into
into the
Republican and
Democratic
Democrats for city
Party. They do. They have their representative parties, but they don't vote or nothing
Well,
like that.
this past election,
You have
I
to be
wasn't-
something